taking a close look at sex slavery, and still with me is actress and activist Susan Sarandon, and a woman at the forefront of the battle against sex slavery and human trafficking, Somaly. So I know that you had a really difficult childhood, Somaly. Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, you know, myself is like a lot of children in Cambodia. I was born, I don't know my age, I don't know who I am, I don't know my name.
You don't know your birth name?
Somaly call me as, it's not easy for sure that I need my parents, I need love, I need my mom. When the people come and look at me, he say like, he love me, he want to bring me to find my mom. And you know, I like to go with him.
You wanted to find your mother. He used that. He used something that he knew that you were vulnerable about. He told you that you could find your mother, so he took you?
Yeah, so I just go with him.
He lied and said he was your grandfather,
right? He's like, you know, he showed me in the road that I don't have house and then nothing to stay, so he just come and then, you know, I need love, so I just, okay, I go with you because I want to find my mom, because I'm cold, because I want to, I don't know, I want to be in the hand of my mom. After he, you know, just one day, he asked me to walking for him.
Working with
walking
sex?
Like, first of all, it's like slave, you know,
First
I start 3 o'clock in the morning, take the water, like, all like slave, and he just raped me.
This man raped you?
Yes. Raping is like...
About how old were you, do you think?
I was around maybe 10 or 12 years old, but I don't know, you know, how it's... because he just, like, he threatened me, he make the knife in my head, and then rape, and then I feel like...
It was really bad. Yeah. Really, really bad. Okay. And then, so, after that, he sold you to a brothel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. About how old do you think you were when he sold you to the brothel?
13 or 14.
13 or 14 years old.
But the heart is not, you know, first of rape and dead already. My life is finished.
At the first time he raped you, you felt dead inside.
Yeah.
You felt like your life was over. So when you were in the brothel, did you feel like your body was just not yours and it was gone?
It's not me. I'm dead. You know, I'm dead. So they can do everything if they want.
It was a way of survival. Okay. And I know you tried to escape the brothel, and what happened when you tried to run away?
I tried many times to run away.
They captured you?
When they captured me, and then they hit me, you know, they put me in the cage. They make the snacks, and then...
They put snakes in the cage?
Yes. And then they try to, you know, like electricity shock. I don't know how to talk, but it's horrible.
Okay, we know that it was awful. And I'm glad that you were able to share it for the audience to understand. Let's talk about you getting out of there. Let's talk about how you got out.
How I get out? You know, I'm lucky. I was like 4 years, 5 years in the brothel, and then for the Cambodian people, I'm not beautiful for them. So they just let me out.
So after you reach a certain age, like you reach 19, 20 years old, they say that you're too old.
Yes.
And that the men don't want somebody that's too old.
Yeah.
So they obviously want children.
The men in our country, what they like is young girls, 14, 10 years old right now, 5 years old, like Suzanne said. So I just want to let the people know that the victim is still victim all their life. It's not easy to keep it out. Now, you know, for me, I'm dead. But right now, I just want to survive because I want to help the girl and the women.
You still feel dead inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's something in you that's fighting. So what's fighting? There's something that's still very alive.
What she understands is that you need to replace something in these people. You know, you need to take these women and give them self-esteem and give them a way of dealing with their pain and give them a profession and give them education and give them love and take care of their babies and all of these things. So it's not just a kind of abstract, let's get the girls out of the house and then you don't know what happens to them. She's very smart about making a system that exists, but she needs the funds to be able to execute that system.
How do you get them out?
How I get them out? We work with the police, you know, to get information, provide them the HIV/AIDS, because a lot of the girls that they have been right now in the brothel, they cannot escape from the brothel.
They can't escape. Do you have the police come in with like guns and they rush in? Is it like a raid?
Well, the police are kind of... Depends on which police,
there's some corrupt police
because
too.
some of them are, it's a very corrupt system. The government is very corrupt. But they have a place that's very accessible, so if the girls want to wander in to begin with, even if they're not ready to leave, they can still get sex education, they can get help, And then eventually, if they feel confident enough, they can leave, and they can then tell you when there's a small child, and then they can go in and get a small child that maybe doesn't have a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old who doesn't have the means, right, to get out. So they help these girls that are still functioning, and because if this is the life you know, then it's not that easy to give it up all the time, right? Especially when you're having all
this is all that you know.
Yeah.
All that you know. And is the rescuing that you do dangerous? Is it dangerous for you? Is your life in jeopardy? Are there people that do not like you for what you're doing in Cambodia?
For sure. You know, they had burned my house, and then they threatened my life.
They burned your house?
Yes, yes. And I was threatened every time. You know, my work is so dangerous, but I cannot see the young girl in the brothel. I cannot see that.
Yeah. You say that you're dead inside. You are so alive. You are so burning bright. Yeah, I know there's something inside of you that died, but it did not take everything.
Yeah.
And this happened to you for a reason, so that you can save all of these young girls. And you're doing such an amazing job.
Yeah.
You're absolutely amazing. When we come back, we are going to actually go inside of the brothels. There are 2 men that have gone inside, and they had cameras that captured it, so we can see what exactly goes on there and meet these 2 amazing guys that also are on a mission like Susan and Somaly. We'll be right back.